How's it, everyone? It's a rest day here. So what happens on the rest day at altitude, or what do we do when it's an easy day? Because we're so high and because it's so difficult to ride around here, you either got to like just descend and then basically flip it if you want to have a short ride. That doesn't really, it's not really worth me kitting up for like an hour. Well, for me it's not. So I'm just going to go for a walk up to the top of the mountain here. I think it goes up to like 2.7, so that'll be a nice little walk. What you guys probably want to know is how contracts work, how the negotiations happen, particularly for a rider. So there comes a point in the time of the year, preferably for most guys it's by the Giro or by the Tour or by the Classics. They know what's happening next year. Often guys sign 2-year contracts, some 3, and guys that are a little bit on the way out, or kind of team's got a little bit of a question mark as to, you know, if they're going to improve or where they lie, or they're not too sure of it, then they give them a 1-year deal. And then what happens is either the rider's confident enough to have the conversation with the team and give them a value what they think they're worth, or there's an agent. An agent will come in and go, listen, I believe rider X is worth this much. He'll go to either a whole bunch of teams where the rider can hopefully fit in. Well, a good manager goes to teams where the rider can fit in and add value. Some managers just throw riders around and give teams a shopping list of their bunch of riders they own, or not own but have on their list, and let the teams decide. Then basically I have this conversation, and purely as a rider you kind of either waiting for a team to offer you something. If you want to go to that team, it's quite easy, you sign there and if your terms are good, or you kind of shop around, see what the offers are and pick the best offer. Now most riders don't get more than one offer. Some do, some don't. Obviously if you get more than one offer, it becomes a little bit of a bartering thing. It's normal, supply and demand, what the market's willing to pay. Then you obviously got the agents involved, and they get a cut, particularly 5 to 7.5%, depending on who you're with and what you've negotiated with them. Basically that's how it works. And yeah, particularly like now, like Tour de France kind of stuff, a lot of guys go there, a lot of agents go there, meet with different teams, different management, and kind of have a discussion about the riders they have. And then obviously the managers decide as a team who they want to keep and who they want to hire. There is a window. The shopping window is supposed to open on the 1st of August, where most riders can sign a contract for another team the following year. And anything done before that, if you sign before that and a team finds out, your current team finds out, they do can pursue legal action against you. Anyway, that's not my case. Just trying to show you guys what it's all about. And then basically you sign the contract, pay your agent out. If you haven't got an agent, you score your 5 or 7.5%, whatever it is, and you move on. But you need to be confident enough to have that conversation with the team. So when do I think riders need an agent? And if you're a young pro listening to this, this might be some advice to you. I reckon there's 2 times you need an agent. Either when you're starting out as a neo pro, not knowing, or you need someone to give you to vouch for you and put you in the mix, and you've got the results to back it up. And then there's another time when I think you need an agent. And that's basically when you have done a lot in the sport, you need someone to control your, if you're going to be, say, a Chris Froome or someone that's got, have mega deals coming around the side, or, some side deals and commercials, and that's when you need them. But I also think that in between that, if you know your place, you're happy with your team, you can probably do your own thing. If you're comfortable, again, with having that conversation with the team, it's not easy to say how much you're worth. But if you're confident enough and you know your place, you probably don't need one. Anyway, I'll give you my answer at the top. While I'm giving advice to young guys, I had this discussion actually with some of the guys on the team the other day, some of the younger guys. Might be useful to some of you. Anyway, there's a whole heap of bunch of agents going around the peloton, and I'm not saying any of them are bad or anything are good. All I'm saying is that when you make a decision about your career, make sure you're not just having a coffee down in the hotel lobby, meeting the first agent you see and then signing with them. Ask around, ask a lot of guys, especially the older pros that have been around. They'll be able to give you some advice. And then also, there is a point, like I say, where you choose the right person to represent you, the right firm, and that's it. And you go from there. So don't just sign anywhere. Don't just be excited by the first guy that comes to approach you. Chances are, if they're approaching you already, you're a good rider, which means you also have a choice where your career ends. So that's my 2 cents worth. I'm not unhappy with my management, just by the way. Just the thing. So just to let you know, Robbie Hunter's my agent. It's been the last 2 years, and a good friend of mine. So someone I can trust to just shoot straight, and someone I've known for a very long time. Probably asking also, why is he my agent only now? Well, particularly I was at Orica Mitchelton for 9 years or so, and I was happy to do my own negotiations there. But then particularly when it was time to move later in my career, because I was so emotionally attached to the team, I decided it might be better to get what I wanted, how I wanted, a bit of a different career path, and also take all the emotion out of it and make a decision that I think is best for me. So, and that's how I ended up here at Israel. So there you go. Okay, so also another thing is what you probably need to know is, so how do you determine your value? And that's quite a different conversation as well, because look, if you're young and you're doing some incredible things already, they know potentially you can grow. You can go far in the sport, you can still achieve a lot more. Then you get guys that are older, more stable. What you see is what you get. You know that they're always going to deliver, they're reliable. So there's probably two parts as well to your careers. You get paid on potential, and then you get paid on probably what you bring to the team, you know, leadership, or if it's reliability, and if it's, you know, someone they trust you and you're always there, and they pay you for that and for what you've achieved in the past. So yeah, then basically, like I said, teams will either offer a few, you know, either a rider's lucky enough to have a few offers, or a rider's just got to kind of take it or leave it if he only has one offer. And then you're at the mercy of the team, really. If they do know that you don't have an offer, some teams do play hardball. Some teams go, well, you've got nowhere else to go, you take it or leave it. Some riders actually go, well, I'm willing to wait until a good offer comes. And sometimes they win, and most times they lose. So it's particularly now with the sport, it's very, very hard to find good sponsors. So and stable sponsors. And sponsors who want to grow as a team. You know, obviously you need to fit a team that you want to grow in, or if there's a team with too many leaders and you want to be a leader, it's not the team for you. So it's all these decisions that go into it. It's a fair old walk up there. Gotta get around this bend, and then I got up that little peak there. Try and get to the top there. Let's see. Well guys, hey everyone, I've made it. I'm on top of the peak. Go down to the edge here. Ooh, she's a fair way down, I'll tell you that much. You don't want to cock your step up here, that's for sure. I made it to the top here. Decision's been made. Ladies and gents, I'll still be riding for Israel Premier Tech for another year. I'm happy with my decision. My wife and I, we've discussed it at length here in Andorra, and it really feels like a good fit for me still. Still going to play a good role in the team, still seen as one of the more experienced guys on the team, and they value me for that. It's important to also feel that they know that I'm still ambitious, which they do, and it's great to continue a relationship we've had. Although it hasn't been my 2 best seasons with the team, I think coming this far and just being able to work with them to get to a point where I'm back at my best level, it's been satisfying. I think we've still got some unfinished business. I think missing the Tour de France this year was, I just feel like I keep missing this race. And hopefully I can get back there next year. So I'm going to give my all to be back there. And I want to still contribute to the team and help the team grow. And especially, we're going to have a few interesting young guys come to the team and, mentor them a little bit and help them through what it is to be a professional cyclist and how hard when times are tough, to give them a bit of motivation. I've also been there, done it. So looking forward to it. And guys, this is not the end of me. Look forward to another season of some more of YouTube grabs and things like that. So we'll grow this, and I look forward to buckling down again, nailing some races, and still finishing this season off strong. It was worth the hike. Hope you guys enjoyed the views, and hope you enjoyed my story. And let me know about your comments below, guys, about riders, agents, if you got any questions, especially some young guys coming up, young people, guys and girls, boys and girls, anyone. I'm happy to help if I can and steer you in the right direction. So thanks for listening in. Again, I'm really, really happy to be racing another season. We've had a successful Tour de France. I think the team's really starting to find its mojo now, and I think we've got an exciting future. Let's hope this relegation's a thing of the past. I think we're heading in the right direction, and I believe we'll be in the World Tour next year. So thanks for tuning in. Lekker. Always be lekker.